Shalom, family.
Shalom.
How are y'all doing today? Well, it's nighttime here.
Yes.
For those of you back in the States, good afternoon. But it's nighttime here on the continent. So we're gonna wait a few minutes, let some people come in, um, and then we'll go ahead and just start talking about our Tanzaniaversary. Isha G came up with that name.
Yes, because that's what it is. Our anniversary of being here in Tanzania. So, sorry, y'all. Hold on. I gotta turn my volume down on my phone.
It's our first time going live, so y'all excuse us while we get things right.
Right.
Man, so first and foremost, let me just say, those of you who are in here right now, if you can hear us, put a 1 in the chat so we know that you can hear us good.
Please. Can y'all hear us? If you can hear us, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, we got 1-1. So cool.
All right, good. Shalom, family. Welcome to Stepping Stones to Home, first ever live.
First ever. I don't know why we waited so long to go live.
Because YouTube lied to us and told
No,
us.
because you didn't want to go live.
Y'all see how she blamed me for everything. Everything.
But it's our anniversary, y'all. We hit a year about, what's the date?
Today's the 7th. So we 4 days late.
4 days ago, we hit 1 whole year being here in Tanzania.
Yes.
I
gotta do it. Do you know what today is? Well, 4 days ago was our anniversary.
Okay.
Man, so we've been here 1 whole year.
Yes, we made it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, man. Go ahead and tell them. Go ahead and tell them.
It has been a beautiful journey. We've had ups, we've had downs. We
had cliffhangers too.
Yeah, definitely cliffhangers for all of y'all that watched our last video.
Yeah.
But we just want to talk about just our time here, our 1 year of being here in Tanzania. And if y'all have any questions, anything y'all want to ask us, leave it down in the chat. We're going to be answering some questions tonight. But we're just going to start with the big up was coming here.
Yes.
And we just could not believe that this was Africa, y'all. Like the beauty, we couldn't believe it.
Right, because y'all know how it was. The only Africa most of us knew was Animal Planet. And the only tribe we knew was the Maasai. Lo and behold, we get here to Tanzania and find out Tanzania by itself has over,
120 tribes.
120 different tribes.
Right.
But all we know is Maasai. That's what, Babylon told us.
Living in the Serengeti.
Everybody running around naked, chasing lions. That's what they wanted us to believe.
Well, the Maasai have naked, though. But...
You looking at the Maasai?
So one thing you'll notice when you come to Tanzania, the Maasai, they wear just like a wrap over like their underwear. So
why you putting their business out there like that?
They are like half naked out here, the Maasai only. Everybody else got on clothes. But it was beautiful coming here. One of the biggest things that I had to get over was the language barrier. I don't know why he could pick up the language so easy. I still don't understand.
She'll get it, y'all.
I still don't understand. Like I'm getting ready to start classes because I just don't understand, and I want to communicate. And so y'all know how it is when somebody be talking, you don't understand them, you just shake your head, be like, yeah,
Or the 4 words. The 4 words she knows, she'll use those. But she does use them appropriately. I'll give her that.
I do, but that's like a big thing that I had to get over. We had to get over some cultural things here that's very different. For me, it was a big thing because the women here are kind of, I don't want to say looked down on, but you're not highly valued by men here. So that was something that I had to get over because dealing with the government and different things like that. And even though we're doing these building projects together, a lot of people don't know that the building is like my baby, right? And so going into these governments, me being a female, it made me feel some type of way at first because
you go into these meetings, all eyes go directly to me.
Right.
She's trying to talk and tell them because she's the one who has designed, picked out everything. But they all look at me and I'm all looking at them like, no, her, not me, her. I'm just the mouthpiece.
Yes. So I had to get over that. And honestly, the Most High had to deal with me and talk to me about that I still have to stand up and assert myself and different things like that. Because that's something out here that has to change. I'm not saying that women should dominate men. They should not. But when women are of value, and that's something that needs to be taught out here, that we can do more than have babies, cook, do hair, wash clothes. We can do a lot more than that. So even when I came and I was actually measuring my living room with the tape measure, and the gardener, he's a guy, he's laughing. He was like, "What are you, a fundi?" And he's laughing because they're not used to a woman even knowing how to use a tape measure. And I'm like, dang, so.
Isha G, she a little different. She a little different.
I am. I'm a little different. But that's one thing culturally I had to get over. What about you?
So, for me, culturally, is so coming from coming from Babylon. I'll put it like this: here, they respect their elders. Like it's unbelievable the way that they are here. Like they will let an older person just belittle them and not say anything back. Now me, I'm a little different. I don't care who you are. I'm not gonna let you say any and everything to me like that. But I had to understand that was their culture here, that the respect for the elders, and I respect my elders. Let me say that first. I respect my elders, but at the end of the day, I'm still a grown man, and there's just certain things I'm not gonna let go. Certain things I know the ladies aren't gonna let go. You're not gonna let people just talk to you any kind of way. That was for me.
Miss Carol said in the comments, "Don't forget about the flies."
Oh yes. Hey, Miss Carol. First of all, hey, Miss Carol.
Yes. Oh, that's something, y'all.
So let me just say this: we got flies. Well, we got flies here, but over in Babylon, y'all know how it is. Friday nights, back in the day, we go to the fish fry Fridays. There'd be some flies out there and everything because the fish cooking. But here,
no.
Man, look, let me tell y'all something. They got gangster flies over here. Like you go to some of these restaurants, especially like you eat outside on the beach, forget about it. Forget about it.
Oh,
you might as well just cut a piece of your fish, take half of your plate, and just put it to the side because the flies then claimed it.
It's really bad. Like the fly, but you know what? The food is real. And they attracted to their food. That it's real food. But
no GMO over here.
They work strategically to like dive bomb you and trick you into swatting that one while the other one get like it's
like teamwork.
Seriously.
Like real live, like y'all know how they say like lions hunt in packs and so do wolves. That's how the flies do over here. I promise you, they predators.
Yes, and I can say also the mosquitoes are on another level as well. You're not gonna see a lot of chemtrails, all kind of stuff like that in the sky here. So the bugs are bad.
Bad. Look, I don't know no other way just say this, but we all grown folks on here. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting gang raped by mosquitoes. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like they just, and then they be sneaky with it. They be real sneaky, and they'll just get you.
But what else is a cultural thing? So like the biggest thing for me that I absolutely hate is the word shikamo.
Oh yeah.
I cannot.
Well, explain it what it's supposed to mean.
I cannot stand that word. It's something that when you see an elder, you're supposed to greet them and say shikamo, right? So the word,
it's an Arabic word.
It's an Arabic word from way back the Arabic slave trade. It means I am beneath you.
Right.
And that the elderly person will respond marhaba, which means yes, you are right now. And so I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And the old people look at us crazy because we never say that to them. Nope. And even when the children say it to us, we do not respond in that way. We'll respond with habari, mambo, salama, but we don't say it. But I absolutely hate that word. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that definitely is one of the things. And the crazy part is they know what it means.
Right.
But they have been colonized to think this is just what's supposed to be said. Arab slave trade masters used to have them saying that to them to remind them and force them to say you're beneath me. But all that's gonna get changed up.
That's what we're praying. So what else? Like we say, it's a beautiful country, especially being by the water. It's beautiful. The beaches are beautiful.
Yes.
The water is not cold here at the beach. Like if you go to the Atlantic Ocean, when you go in the water, it's cold. But here the water's warm.
Not like somebody peed in it, but it is warm.
Why would you even think about that?
Because everybody knows when they go to the pool and they get in the pool and the water is warm, that's because some child done peed in the water. I'm just keeping it real.
Okay. Forgive him, y'all. Forgive him. Because I don't know why he be... Okay. So, it's beautiful here. It's very lush and green here. And then the further you go inland, it's even more lush. And it's mountains everywhere. When you go inland, you go to places like Moshi, Tonga, Iringa, and Mbeya. It's mountains everywhere.
Let me tell y'all this. We have been taught that Africa is just slap your mama hot. We done been to places here in Africa in Tanzania that are cold. Like you got to put on a jacket and you want like 2 covers when you go to sleep at night.
Right.
So, let me tell y'all something. They have just lied to us all the way around about how Africa is.
Right. So if y'all saw maybe in one of the pictures from our Moshi video, I had on a sweater in that video.
And I had on a long sleeve shirt.
Because it was very chilly up in Moshi and we hadn't even hit the winter time. We're getting ready to go into winter now here.
Right.
And so it gets very cold, you know, when you go inland in Tanzania. So you have to really prepare for that. If y'all coming to Tanzania, don't come in just your little light clothes like I did, thinking that it was gonna be hot.
That was my fault. That was my fault. Look.
Yes, he made me get rid of all my jackets and stuff.
Listen, let's reflect for a minute. Okay, that was my reflection, little site. So, when the Most High spoke to us before we came here, he said, pick up your stuff and go. So I wasn't thinking about nothing else. I wasn't thinking about no jackets, no long socks, no gloves, none of that. All I know is the Most High spoke to me and said, you need to go now. So I started selling our stuff. My wife was looking at me crazy, like, what you doing? I'm like, Most High said, go. She said, how we gonna go? We ain't got the money to go. I said, I don't know. But he said, go. And he told me I better listen.
So I left all of my warm clothes. Like we came from Marietta, Georgia. It was right outside of Atlanta, so it gets cold there.
Yes.
I threw away all my warm clothes. I made sure I brought 2 sweaters. That was it. And I'm glad I brought them 2 sweaters because I didn't know that it got chilly here, but it gets pretty chilly here. So that was a surprise to us.
Yes.
a big surprise. So y'all coming here, make sure you do pack some stuff that's warm because Dar es Salaam is cool, but Dar es Salaam is not the entire Tanzania.
No.
It's a very, very small portion. So you might want to go to a different area in Tanzania. You might end up wanting to move to a different area in Tanzania that gets cold. And some places get snow. So
And some of y'all that's coming over this way are coming from cold places and you like the cold. So you still be good here. We can direct you to where the cold places are. So since we are reflecting, so I know some people have asked us under the comments of our other videos, what's it like being away from our family? So just to, tell you, so when we left, for me, I left my mom, my son, my grandson, and we just came. We left our godchildren, and when the Most High said go, and the thing he kept saying to us was, you gotta love me more. If you really love them, you gotta love me more. Now, I'm not even gonna sit here in front like it's been easy not seeing my sisters, my brothers, my sister-in-laws, my brother-in-laws, my nieces and nephews, my mom, my grandson. It's been rough, but I always have to remind myself that I gotta love the Most High more because I know He sent us here for a purpose, and we're here to make way for them when they come. So that's why I know they probably watching this too. Y'all know I love y'all. I miss y'all, but I'm doing this for you. Remember that.
Right. And like my family, like I know somebody made a comment and said that I don't ever call. But what they don't understand, I don't call a lot because if I call my family a lot, I'll be here boo crying every day. So I choose just to minimize my contact so I can focus on what the Most High wants us to do here. Because when I moved to Georgia from Florida, I left my family for the very first time. I cried for 2 weeks straight.
No, I want y'all to understand this. She's not exaggerating. Look, my sister is still in Snellville, Georgia. That's where we went to first. We were staying at her house when we first went there. All right, y'all can hit her up on Facebook, Talia Augustin. All right, she'll tell you. Yep, my sister-in-law cried for 2 weeks straight.
I did. So I miss my family so much. It is difficult being very far from my family because I grew up in a close, tight-knit family. It's 8 of us, and so it's difficult being here without everybody. Or I won't say that I need them to be right up under me, but just in driving distance. Like if you live in Kenya and I'm in Tanzania, or you live in Rwanda, somewhere like that, but I can drive to you, that's fine. But I know I can't drive to them.
A whole other country? They can't even be Tanzania with you? Wow.
That's not what I'm saying. But
y'all heard me.
But the point is I can't drive to them. So I miss them a lot. And then hearing about everything that's going on over there, it's just like we pray a lot for everybody over there, but it's hard, hearing things and having little news reports come across your phone and about like the shootings and different things that's been going on. It's hard because we're Black people, right? My family's Black, so I think about that a lot, and we just have to pray, for the Most High to get us through where we not driving ourselves crazy by thinking about what's going on over there, right? So speaking of that, let me ask y'all something. How is it over there right now with all the shootings and stuff that's been happening? Like, how are our people handling that right now over there? Y'all let us know in the comment section.
Also, I've been getting mixed reports, from people. What is it like over there in the grocery stores? Are they really out of food like that in y'all areas? Or is it kind of like that, or you're not seeing any of that at all in your areas?
Right. So over here, y'all know, because pretty much everybody is like us. It's very, very few specks of white that you're gonna see over here. So that is a blessing, y'all.
Yes.
We love it.
There's more speck on her shirt, if y'all understand what we're saying without saying, than you're gonna see over here.
So it's a blessing. So we don't have to deal with that over here. It's so crazy because we will always hear about all the violence in Africa, but I'm not saying it don't be little
Things going on,
tension between different people, different countries, tribes, different things. Yeah, things like that.
People in the government
happen, but it's not like a big majority of that going on. But it's pretty peaceful here. Don't nobody bother you. You ain't gotta be looking over your shoulder. Ain't nobody shooting at you. For the most part, in this country, people don't even have guns. They might have a machete. The most that's gonna happen over here, somebody might steal something from you. Theft is like the biggest thing, but over here it's very peaceful in that aspect.
What Miss Carol said.
The store shelves are getting empty and baby formula Wow. Yeah, we heard about that baby formula. We heard that somebody just opened up a manufacturing company of this synthetic formula right before the formula crisis.
So we already know what that's all about. But that's one thing also we'll tell you guys. The only way we find out about what's going on over there is through you guys. Like, those who follow us on our Instagram, or if we're friends on Facebook and we're watching something that's being posted on Facebook, also like we watch Tayu, we'll see stuff there. Sister E, we'll see different things that's going on. Our friend Ashande at large, when we watch them, that's how we know what's going on over there. So over here, you're not going to hear what's going on over there. They censor stuff. And I just want to say this real quick before you read that comment. Like, for example, when you guys go to like CNN.com or FoxNews.com over there, it tells you what's going on in the US. Over here, whenever we put that in on our phones, it pops up and says special edition. And it shows what they want us to see, not what's really going on.
So that's one of the reasons why people didn't really know what was going on with the Black people in the US.
Right.
Because it's censored. But Salama Kenneth, how are you tonight? Well, it's afternoon over there.
Yeah, it's afternoon.
It's night for us here. But Jules said, wow, Washington trying to poison the block city water and trying to shoot, people with syringes.
Yeah, I heard about that one. I heard about that.
I didn't hear. Wait, so how are they trying to shoot people with syringes?
No, there was a guy who had syringes and he was running around trying to stab Black people.
Lord Jesus. Y'all be careful out there. And if you can get out, get out. Rural Texas, so far the stores here. Right, so that's one of the things we're hearing. More of the slower areas, the stores are okay. But I guess in the busy cities, a lot of the shelves are getting empty.
Baby milk shortages in St. Thomas or Mexico.
Well, there y'all go. St. Thomas or Mexico, they ain't got no shortages right now. So, we ain't telling y'all what to do, but
you know what to do.
No, I just want to say, if the Most High has not told you to leave, then stay right there,
Right.
But I would pray for direction from the Most High, whether he wants me to stay, go. Not to say that you have to come here. It may be just go to another state, But, man, that's crazy. That's real crazy. But here's the thing over here. Baby formula is not a big thing over here. You don't really find it too much in the stores unless you go to like a store called Shoppers.
Yeah, but that's more for now. Unfortunately, there are women that are unable to do in the way y'all created them to do. So the formula is needed. You know, but it's mainly for Becky,
Right.
Sally, Karen.
So here, the women are free. Boobs are not looked at as a toy.
The way we're taught in the U.S.
Right. So women here, you don't really see women with formula here. They literally, all of them breastfeed their children.
Right.
So I'm not sure. I know that some women, they don't produce enough milk. Some women, their milk is not good. But what I see a lot, or what I saw a lot in the U.S. was baby formula. Even if the woman was producing a lot of milk, I have lots of women that have given birth, but they just don't want to breastfeed. But over here, I'm gonna be honest, the women ain't got no choice over here, because they don't have money to go get no formula. So the women over here, they have to breastfeed. They'll, even if they can't, somebody else will breastfeed their baby for them. Yeah. So that's how it is over here. And that's one of the things, another thing that we had to get used to, how neighborly people are here.
That's a good word for it.
They're very neighborly.
So what she's saying is, you can go to some of the little, they're called dukas.
Which is a little shop.
It's a little shop, you'll go be a Dada, which is one of the sisters, working there, and she might have her baby with her. If the baby's hungry, she just gonna start feeding while she's helping you, But right. I do have to say that that's definitely one of the cultural things. But the thing that I love about it is the men here don't look at that in a sexual way. It's just seen as she's feeding her baby. And y'all know in the U.S., like I said earlier, the whole body of a woman has just been blown out of proportion, where it's not even respected. So,
right. So that's common here. It's weird at first.
Yes.
Like everywhere you go, if you go to the doctor's office, you send a lady to and feed the baby, but after a while you get used to it and you realize there are no men looking at her.
Yeah. So when we first got here, we was catching a little whiplash, because we was trying to be righteous, because we thinking she's exposing herself, so we try to hurry up and turn real quick because it would happen so fast, and it's like, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, he's gonna whip this out right in front of me while my wife's sitting right here, and I'm trying to tell her I'm not looking at this lady.
So that's something that we had to get used to. So there are some cultural differences.
Well, I do have to say this. Let me now this I don't like about the culture. People here, the men, there's a little thing called a bajaji here. It's a little three-wheel vehicle. You have the bodas, which is motorcycles. If they got to go to the bathroom, they just gonna pull over to the side of the road and gonna go. Now, when I say they're gonna go, there's no going to a bush. They just stand on the side of the road and just go. So everybody sees their business, and it's just like, really? Yeah, we're gonna move on.
That's just how it is over here. Oh, Miss Gloria, that's great. That is really great. I pray that the Most High will lead you and that you'll be able to get out. And you can live off Social Security, but then there are a lot of other countries also that allow you to, in Africa, you can move to as long as you can prove that you have income coming in to take care of yourself. So that's a great benefit of Africa. And we recently heard that the Ethiopian president actually opened up the country to, I think, 1 million diaspora.
Yep.
So that's something for y'all to look into. If you don't want to come to Tanzania, there are other places, that you can go as well. Yeah. So. And
I know a lot of y'all that follow our big brothers over at Tayu Ministries, and y'all know they thought process on Ethiopia. So if Most High is putting Ethiopia on your heart, you got smooth sailing thanks to the president there going in there.
Right. So let's talk about some of our ups and downs here.
Ups and downs. I'm just jump right into our Moshi trip. Man, oh man. My wife tried to jump out of a car because we was gonna fly off a cliff and she was gonna leave me in the car. I need to know how y'all feel about that. Do y'all think she was right for wanting to jump out the car and leave me?
Really?
I just want to know what they think.
So tell me what. So I said in the video, and I'll repeat it again. I was
not thinking about her husband.
I was not going to jump out yet. Okay, I was timing it right. I was looking to see, is this lady gonna be able to stop this car in time?
Wait, at what point?
Hold on.
No. At what point did you reach over and grab me or tug on my pants and say, "Come with me"? Not once.
We are one. So I just knew he's thinking the same thing that I'm thinking.
I'm a man. Men and women thinking the same thing? Come on. Really?
That was a very traumatic experience for me, you know. But I hear that when you climb parts of Mount Kilimanjaro, that most people get tested. They call it God's mountain, and apparently there are lots of stories about Mount Kilimanjaro. So
definitely get tested by fire up there.
Yeah, so that was one of my biggest downs.
Yeah. One of my biggest ups was the coffee tour. I know it was on the mountain still, but I really enjoyed the coffee tour when they were singing the song and making the coffee. I really liked that.
That was nice. Let me see. What was one of my biggest ups? I don't know.
Making it here safely after a long flight.
That was great, but that wasn't my biggest up. I'm trying to think. What would be my biggest up? Visiting Tonga, Tanzania, probably was my biggest up because we had been in Dar for so long and we had visited some other places, but then I went to this place called Tonga and I saw how beautiful it was there. And I was like, nobody talks about this place. But it's so beautiful. And the mountains up there are so beautiful. And I used to say, you hear me? I used to say, I want to live in the mountains. I no longer want to live in the mountains.
Somebody said your spidey senses went off.
Yes, my spidey senses definitely went off. But we made it. We made it, y'all. I no longer want to live in the mountains after going to Moshi. I will live at the base of the mountain, but I don't want to live in the mountains anymore. Especially if for some reason they don't put, like, what are they called?
The guardrails.
The guardrails on the side of the mountains. And I'm like, I've never been this high up in the air before in my life except for in an airplane, and y'all don't have no guardrails. You know, and that was the third mountain that we had been up, and none of them had guardrails. Nope. I'm like, I don't understand this. Do people not fly off this mountain?
And some of the roads, they go like this. So this is the middle, and on the side, they just kind of, so your car be like this when another car is passing on the side. You just looking down.
Y'all. The mountains are no joke. And I keep hearing about this area called Lesotho. And I hear it's beautiful, so beautiful, and I would love to see it. But I probably will not see it for a very long time because it's one of the most dangerous mountain roads here to get to the city, which is on top. I probably, a helicopter, but I'm not going up the mountain because it has one of the narrowest passages to go up the road, and then they have falling boulders on top of it.
It's one lane.
No guardrails. And so we asked the young lady we know that's from there. We're like, so have people ever fallen off?
People you know.
That was the second question.
That was the second question.
She says, yeah, like it's no big deal.
None. Like it didn't even phase her. Like it was just, people die all the time.
And so we say, anybody you know? Yeah. I've had family members that have fallen off the mountain. And I'm like, understand.
And then she goes, because sometimes boulders, there be slides. Like, okay.
So I'm not living in no mountains. I will live at the base of the mountain. I will live on flat ground. I've had enough of mountains. And like I said, I really pray that the Most High,
You forgot something about what happens when the buses come down and you gotta find a little. No?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's don't throw no more. I hope that in the New Jerusalem that, the roads are wide and have guardrails.
The Most High is perfect in everything he does. So
right. So he's going to know. He's going to do it, right? So that was the down. The biggest up for me, I can't say what the biggest up for me was.
What?
Because we haven't released the video yet.
So y'all gonna get a little sneak preview. Go ahead, Tim.
So we went into a bat cave. It was amazing, y'all. It was really amazing to go into this cave, and it was
I was
huge.
proud of her because we were surrounded by like 3,000 bats, fruit bats. Some of them was like this big.
But it was like the coolest thing because they were way up in the mountain was by 4.
The cave.
Yeah, the cave was like 4 stories high.
She's still thinking about the mountain.
Thinking about the mountain. So they way up in the ceiling, but you can see all of them. And so it was a really huge cave, and you get to do this cave tour and everything. And they show you some areas where some people hid out during
the Revolutionary
War. It was just like an amazing place to go visit. So I think that was like my biggest up for me because I do like adventurous things except for mountains as of now. But it was really cool for me. It's one of the coolest things I have done so far in Tanzania. Beaches are nothing really for me because I grew up right by the beach in South Florida. So I love the beach, but it's just not, one of those things. So, Jules, it was really cool. Okay, if you don't like bats, don't go in there. But it was really cool. They had lights that lit up the cave and everything, and it was really cool. It was just one thing that I didn't like, but y'all will see that in the video that we released. But it was a really cool experience seeing that. They have a lot of cool things here. They have like hot springs here,
yes,
which is really cool. Where you can have they're called sulfur springs, and it's really good for your skin and everything. So, like I said, the bat cave, you can do the mountains climbing. You got the beaches,
yep.
So they have things like that to do, but they're not like in close proximity. You got to travel to find these things.
Yeah, and you got to talk to the locals. And that's one other thing. For those of you who are coming to Africa, don't be afraid to immerse yourself in with the locals.
Yes.
Like, just jump in there. And remember, these are your brothers and sisters. Talk to them. Get to know them. That's the only way we're going to be a light for them.
Talk Show said, interesting to create a business at guardrails. Yes. Yes, somebody needs to. For anybody that watched this video, if you have experience with road construction, different things like that, they need guardrails here and good ones.
That work.
So, that there's a business for you right there.
Yeah.
So, but the hot springs, I heard about and I plan on visiting. I've seen pictures of them and I know people who have gone and they really enjoy them.
Yeah.
So I do want to go because I've never been to anything like that. I've only seen stuff like that on TV. So that's so another one of my downs here, and it probably was even more so than the mountain, has been getting things done here.
Yes.
Through the government.
So let me first say this disclaimer to all of my melanated people in the chat room and those that will watch this video after the live goes off. No longer be offended that they say you are on Black people time, because we have found the origin of Black people time.
Ooh.
It is Africa,
It is Africa.
especially Tanzania. Here it is called pole pole, which means slowly, slowly.
Which means I'll be there about 4 hours later than I actually said I was gonna be there.
There's multiple people, and I don't want y'all to think that we lying to y'all. So next time T3 and me is on, or Journey with Us is on, just ask them in the comments, how long does it take to get food when you go out? You'll go somewhere, you'll sit down, you'll place your order. About 2 hours later, one person at the table might get their food.
Seriously.
By the time that person's done, the second person will be getting their food.
So, yeah, that's been a big letdown for me. Getting things done with the government. You guys know we've been trying to push for these parks for almost a year now.
Almost.
And
Definitely. Yeah.
it's almost been a year, and we have some videos coming out soon of just the process, where we are in that process. It has been like pulling teeth to get this done out here. And you know, I feel like the Most High is really teaching us the true definition of patience.
Let's just say this. Be careful what you pray. So I had this habit. When I woke up in the morning, I would tell the Most High, let the fruits of your spirit be evident in me, and let me have all of your characteristics so that people see you and not see me. So he began to teach us patience.
Yes.
I didn't do too well, y'all. I didn't do too well at first. So y'all pray for me. Please pray for me.
Yes. Oh, Miss Carol, I got you. Let's do it. You come out here, we can go to the springs together. But yes, you have to have so much patience, because we turned in our paperwork months ago for getting the permits for these parks, right? We still have not gotten our permits for the parks. We've gotten verbal, yes, we're going to do it, but we still have not received our permits. So patience is something you definitely need out here. Yes, it is. And I think the Most High probably put that in the Bible because he knew how our people were. And he said, you don't have to have patience to deal with your people. So, so you have to have patience here. And it was hard for me because out of all the work that we had put into with getting the layouts, getting the designs for the parks, meeting with all these people, all these meetings we had to go through with, meeting with the locals, the people that's in the community, in the neighborhoods, the local government, all these things we went through just to get to the top, and we're still waiting for our permits.
That is something Jewel said.
So that was very heartbreaking for me. You know, I got so discouraged at one point till I was just like, Most High, I'm done. Like, if they're not gonna do this, I'm just ready to go. You know, I was so discouraged. But the Most High, he is amazing, and he works. He knows just what to do. So I'm gonna just share this with y'all. So at that moment, I'm crying, I'm in tears. I'm like, you told me to come out here and build and all these things. And I'm trying so hard to do this, and it's like it's not working, it's not happening, and I'm just ready to go. And so, y'all,
Not go back to Babylon.
No, I started looking into other African countries. That's how frustrated I was. And so I'm gonna tell y'all the story of what happened really quickly. But there is a young lady who didn't know what was going on in the U.S. with our people, and one of our friends was explaining to her what was going on, and she began to cry. And so for her, it was kind of like, if this is happening to you guys, like, what hope is there for the people here in Africa, right? And so one of our friends, he began to tell her, it was like, listen, there is hope. There's people here right now who are for you, who are doing things to help the people here. And she watched our video and she began to cry even more. But this time she was crying tears of joy because it gave her hope. And so these things were happening simultaneously. Me looking for another country to go to, this young lady seeing our videos and it giving her hope. And I have to grab this really quick.
Right.
So I know you guys, you can't see this, but we came home one day and I received a message. You can't see what's on here,
Read it.
but it says, keep going. You are seen and cared for beyond what you can see.
Now, let me explain this. Our house is inside of a wall on all four sides, and there's a gate. So, somebody was told by the Most High to really leave this letter for us.
Yes, we found out who did it later on, but I broke down and I started crying when I read it because I was at the point where I was ready to just leave the country because I'm like, I'm getting so much pushback. We're getting pushback as hard as we're pushing. We're trying to give the people something that they really, really need, give the children something that they really, really need. And it's like I can't break through this wall, this hard wall that seems like it just does not care about what the people want or need. And that letter brought tears to my eyes, and I boohoo cried because I knew that message was from the Most High to me, and I knew that was him telling me, don't worry, just I see everything, just keep going. And that gave me all the strength that I needed, and I literally just like dried my eyes, and like all of my encouragement, all of that zeal for the people here, it came back. And I was like, all right, let's go. We still don't have our permits, but we're still pushing.
Yeah.
You know, we're still pushing, and I'm like, I don't care. You know, these things are going to get done. The parks are going to get done.
Even if it's not right here in Dar es Salaam, if we got to go somewhere else and do it,
it's going to get done. You know, and other things that the Most High has placed in our hearts to build that will bring jobs, opportunities to the people here, it's going to get done. I don't care, you know, about what adversity comes our way because I know what he's told us to do, and I know what his word says. And we're going to keep going. You know, I know a lot of people, the biggest question people say was, how you gonna build all this up? I don't know. But that's what he told us to do.
I don't know what Bible they was reading. But my Bible say he is Jehovah Jireh. He is my provider. And guess what? Y'all know our testimony. Listen, let me tell y'all something. We came here with $0 and we still here. So
he's made a way. And so he's going to make a way for these things also. And it's like, I know he didn't give me that message for us to fail. And so that was my biggest down, was just the blow from not getting the permits to actually start the process. Because you guys know.
Amen, Miss Carol. She was praying for us about the permits.
Oh, thank you, Miss Carol, so much. Yes, y'all, we need all the prayers that we can get out here for the ones that are really trying to do things for the country, for the people. We need those prayers because we have work to do. You know, we are believing that our other brothers and sisters will come here, and this place needs to be prepared for when our people come, you know, because it's not easy to come to a place where there's nothing for you really to do. It's not easy coming to a place where, you know, there's not enough houses. Right now, there's a shortage of houses with just the people that's here.
Because a lot of people that came here.
Even before then.
Well, yeah, before then too.
So can you imagine the millions of our people coming back to the continent? There's not enough houses. You know, it's a lot of things that need to be done. And the other thing, I want to tell y'all something. We have been to some beautiful places in this country, and there's a race for this place. Okay? When I'm talking about a race, I mean people that ain't.
Just say the other nations.
They're racing to buy up the place.
Yes.
To have all the jobs, to have all the businesses. They are racing to do it.
And what they're doing is they're being strategic. Most of us, we come here, we come to places like Dar and Arusha, but there's other places in Tanzania that people have told us and that we've been to now, and they're buying up land in these small little places because no one is thinking about those places.
Hundreds of acres at a time. So, and tampering with stuff that they shouldn't be tampering with, and most people don't know about it.
As in the days of Noah.
So, it's like our people, we have to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, right? And so it's like we have been sent here. The Most High has sent groups of people to all these different countries in Africa to build, to get our foot in the place. We don't know what the end game is going to be when it comes down to us individually, whether it be some of us end up in the government, whether it be some of us end up, having businesses and hire. We don't know what the end game is going to be, but we know that He's placed us here for a strategic reason, and we know a big part of it is to combat what is going on here.
Yeah.
Because we have seen it and we're like, wait, what? We were shocked. And it's just we can't say everything here, but we need our people to come. If you were told to come, you need now.
So we got we're gonna be on here about another 10 minutes. So what I want to do is take this last 10 minutes to just answer any questions that you guys might have about over here in Tanzania. We haven't been to any other African countries as of yet. So, but you can ask us questions about Tanzania. Please put your questions in the chat and we will answer them to the best of our ability for you.
Yes. So we do plan on visiting other African countries, especially the ones that's right around us. Kenya's on my radar, Ethiopia. I do want to see Rwanda.
Yeah.
I really, really do want to see Rwanda.
So Ms. Carol asked, where can we purchase land in Tanzania that does not require you to own a business first? So, unfortunately, Ms. Carol, even though we are African, but we are still considered foreigners. As foreigners, and this is the one thing, doesn't matter if you look like us or you don't look like us. As a foreigner, the only way you can purchase land is through your business. You have to start a business first. So,
and one of the reasons that law was created was to prevent what we see going on now, even though it's still happening. But I can only imagine that this country would already be bought up if it wasn't for that law of having a business first.
Yeah, because even though these people are coming in with their businesses and buying up land, the country still belongs to Tanzania. Mm-hmm. If it was the other way around, then things would be real chaotic here. Jules asked, what do we use for mosquitoes? So there's a store here called Shoppers, and they have this mosquito lotion that we use. You do have to reapply it, but it normally works when you're outside for about
hours, probably about 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 hours. It works pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yes, we do use we have used the peppermint oils with the neem oil and lemon oil. Those work pretty well, but this mosquito lotion to me is the best one so far. No.
Later on, Jules, I will put it in the comments, but I can't remember the name of it right now. I have to go get the bottle.
Yeah, the peppermint is really good, and it smells real good too.
Yes, they use natural ingredients in that lotion that we have.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of natural stuff, a little concoction that somebody made up because they know how the mosquitoes are out here.
Yes.
Yeah, so
the mosquitoes be big too. Like, man.
They are. So if y'all don't have any more questions, then you have anything else?
I don't have anything else. This was our first live. We're going to be doing this more often. We really enjoyed this. Um, Also, leave some comments under this video of some things you'd like for us to talk about in these lives. Some information y'all might want to know.
Yes, we're trying to be keep on top of putting out videos more frequently. So you guys have to tell us some things that you want to see, some things that you want to know. I know a lot of times we like to laugh and have fun, have a good time and everything. My husband is not a very serious person, so
I'm serious when I'm taking care of business.
but whatever it is, if it's a serious topic, let us know so we can talk about it. We definitely would love to talk about things that's going on over in the U.S. or some hidden things that are not in the forefront. So y'all just let us know, and we'd love to talk about it, discuss. And for anybody that is coming over here and you plan on opening a business, you want to build, I would say definitely reach out to us because we want to definitely link up with people who have the right mindset. And not to say that the Most High is gonna put us together to work with, but to link us up with like-minded people because you never know who the Most High wants you to do something with. So yeah, whatever it is y'all want to talk about, y'all let us know.
Yeah. So, Jules, you asked about the retirement visas. So, with the retirement visas, from what we've heard right now, I don't know how long this is going to be for. They're not doing the retirement visas right now. We had somebody that was here that was trying to get the retirement visa done, and they were told that they're not doing them right now. Why, I don't know. I will see what I can find out, and I will put it in the comments of this video.
I'm gonna say also on that, you guys be praying for us over here because Babylon, like the Bible said, the dragon always he's coming after the woman, and so Babylon is trying to make things harder for our people to get over here. So I'm gonna be honest, that's part of what's going on right now. Like I said, certain things we can't really say, but Babylon is trying to make it hard for people to use the avenues that they normally would use to get over here.
Yeah, and they're using their fake wars to start trouble with Africa. So y'all know what I'm talking about. And let's see. To answer your question, Miss Carol, yes. To You can start two types of businesses over here. One with it'd be a local business. You have to have a Tanzanian on it to do a local business. You can open an international business. It does cost more to open an international business. You wouldn't need a Tanzanian for that. Okay?
And how that works is basically you start your business in the US or wherever you are, and then you come over here and you open up a branch on this side.
Right.
So you don't need a Tanzanian to be on your business. And be honest, it is more money, but it can definitely be very beneficial.
Right. And Top Shelf said, "How is our business going?" Our business is going well. We got some plans. We got some things coming up. We don't want to give them away just yet. But y'all stay tuned for that.
Yes.
And let's see. When the retirement visa was going on, Jewel, you still had to leave every 90 days, unfortunately. So you don't have to. You have to get your residency in order to not have to leave every 90 days.
I would say this also, if you have retirement and you don't want to, start a business, I say volunteer with an NGO because through the NGOs, you can actually get residency. You don't have to have a business, but you just find an NGO that you are on board with what they're doing here in the country and reach out to them and see how you can become a volunteer and get a volunteer visa, because the volunteer visa is for 2 years. And so that's another way that you can come over here and live off of your retirement, but you're also still giving back to the country by volunteering whenever the NGO is having some sort of event. So that's another way that you can do it, and it's an easy way, and you can actually start that process while you're in the States or wherever you are, because the NGO would be the one doing all the paperwork for you. So that's something else that you could do.
And an NGO is a non-governmental organization. So some people open NGOs, they're nonprofit, and they get discounts from governments because they come in to help take care of the locals and do different things in different areas of countries, and they're not held to the same regard as businesses.
Right.
So, you can look into those. You can also start an NGO in the U.S. and then you can come here and open a branch of your NGO here as well.
And then you can actually get your visa that way as well, and it's your NGO. So those are just a couple ways. The saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So you can do those. So find something that's near and dear to your heart. If it's children, you can volunteer with one of the NGOs that deal with orphanages and street children. They really need a lot of people here that really care about the children, because there's a lot of street children here.
So Jewel Hill, what I can do for you is I will pull up a list of NGOs that are here in Tanzania, and I'll get like a website that has that, and under the comments of this video, I will put that in there. I'm gonna be honest with you, it'll probably be tomorrow before I do it, because it's after 11 here. But I got you. I'll get that in there for you, so you can just take a look at those.
Right. And so, yeah, next time we go live, y'all come with y'all questions. I don't know. Somehow we're gonna try and get y'all's questions beforehand, so we can have all those answers for you guys before we go live. But yeah, I really like this, y'all. I really like talking back and forth with you guys.
Matter of fact, right now I'm putting our email address. If you guys have some questions you want us to answer in the next live that we do, please email us the questions so we can, if we don't know the answer, we can get the information for you.
Yes.
So when we go on the live, we can put it in there.
Yes.
Other than that, family, we just want to thank you guys for supporting us through the Dry Bones Project, through Patreon, through Cash App, through the GoFundMe. It means a lot to us, because as y'all know how it is in Babylon, we were taught to not trust each other, not to look out for each other, not to be there for each other. But to see our people coming together now and sticking together and doing things for each other, it means a lot to us. Yeah. So we just want to tell y'all we love y'all, and we just pray the blessings of the Most High Yah over your households, over your businesses, that He will provide everything that you need while you're there in Babylon, and that for those of you that He has called out of Babylon already, that He will provide the means for you to make that happen. So just want to, again, love y'all. You got anything else?
Like we always say, if you guys want to support us and everything that we have going on here, you can become a Patreon if you have not already, or
you can do our Cash App, which is $SS, the number 2, home. If you want to support the Parks Project, the Cash App for that is $BuildTZ, and the GoFundMe is Building Parks in Tanzania.
Yes. So those are the different ways you can support. We appreciate everyone who has already supported us and who continues to support us while we're here on the continent. And we'll pray for you guys, and we ask that you pray for us. Keep all of us in prayer that's here on the continent, because, like I said, the dragon, he's after all of us. No matter where we are, he's still after us. So,
Yeah. Jewel, no. We personally haven't heard anything about anything going on in Uganda. Um, but I will look into it and let you know. And hallelujah, Sky, that's right. Nobody can stop the Most High.
no.
Look, everybody's arms is too short to box with him. They better leave our Abba alone.
Right.
Hey, Ruhama.
Yes. Hey, we haven't heard from you in a long time. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
We're about to get off of here real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me put all that information.
Okay. But like I said, we'll pray for y'all. Y'all pray for us. We need all the prayers we can get. You know, we love you guys. We thank you once again for your support, and we look forward to seeing all of y'all. You know, especially the ones that know that they're getting ready to come over here soon. We look forward to seeing you. Hopefully, we'll, you know, be able to uh, link up or whatever. When you come over here, we can do something together. Miss Carol, we could go to them hot springs together, because I'm waiting to get in them things. So yeah, we can't wait to see you guys. And do you have anything else?
No, I'm just putting this in here real quick.
So he's leaving all the information in the chat. If you want to support any of the projects that we're doing, if you want to support us here in TZ, he's gonna put that in the chat. And we're gonna get ready to hop off here, because I know a lot of you follow Teo Ministries, and I believe they have
A live
getting ready to come on. And so we're gonna hop off here.
We'll see y'all over there.
We'll see y'all over there. And so we love you guys, and we're gonna get ready to sign off here now. So hold on, y'all. You trying to get all this in the chat. Tanzania.
I type slow, y'all. Look, I'm
Right
got it. Okay.
there. All right.
All right. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Love y'all, and hey, we'll see y'all over at Teo Ministries. Shalom, family.
Hello.